Hi, this is Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be working in my Creative Daily Journal for the days of the 20th through the 25th. I'm doing this a day early. I've been a little bit struggling, so I'm working on this early. Let's, first of all, need our numbers. Can't forget those. And we need to flip to whatever page we're on. So here, let's find our numbers. If you watched last time, I actually ran out of ones, so I had to draw the one in. I need it for what? To the 25th. Okay. And there's a 5, a 3. Here's another 2, and another 2, and another 2. Do I have... This is what stinks about using packs of numbers to put the days on, because you do run out of 2s and 1s. It's just a fact. So I'm going to have to draw. Where's my black marker? Right here. I'm going to have to draw the 1 in. Okay. I wanted to get to the Dollar Tree this week and pick up another pack. However, I didn't get a chance. Yeah, so I wanted to go to the Dollar Tree and pick up more, but I didn't have time. So, let's start with 20 and lay this down. I also don't have a lot going on for this day. I don't know what happened. What was the 20th? I don't know. I don't know what happened on the 20th. Oh, I said this is why I journal every damn day, because I forget what happens. And yes, I sung that in my head. I filmed a journal with me, did my dad's laundry. Oh, the toilet seat broke. Let's not talk about it. It scared the living hell out of me. It broke at the hinge, so it fell down and scared the crap out of me. Also, I'm back to using my Elmer's double stick tape because my tape runner just keeps ripping, tearing, not working right, and I'm over it. So I'm either going to get another tape runner. I used to have this Scotch tape runner that you could just plop a new thing in, like you would with this Elmer's. Here, I don't know. Can you? Oh, let me. Right here's the package. Like, you just pop it open and pop this in. I get these at Walmart, and they're like it's like $3 for the 2 refills after you've bought the original. But I had a Scotch one that I really liked, and I recommended to so many people on TikTok, but they stopped making the insert. I couldn't find the replacement tape anymore. There's other brands though, so I think I'm just going to buy another one, because I cannot keep screwing with this guy here. I can't keep doing it. Also, I got a new camera. Let me know down below what you think. If it sucks, I'm going to return it. I'm kind of tired of returning cameras, but I will return it. Okay, so the 21st, I was not feeling great. My allergies were really bad the 20th and the 21st. Really bad. Like, I have a dust allergy. Excuse me. I have dust allergies, and yeah, they were really bad on that day. And my dad said, what's for dinner? The day before, I had such an issue with dinner. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not cooking. Like, they can suck it. I have never heard so many people complain about a dinner they don't have to fucking make. I was so angry. So my dad said, what are you making for dinner? And I said, I'm not cooking. And he said, oh great, can we get pizza? He goes, I'm buying. Well, yeah, you're buying, because the rule in my house is if you want something takeout, you buy. That's just how that is. Dude, he is such a pain in the butt. Like, he's literally upstairs texting me. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, he then comes in with this list, and this is the list of stuff he comes in of all the stuff he wants me to order. Then, he ended up eating 3 pieces of this veggie pizza and then a piece of stromboli. It's fine. We're all fine here. We're okay. We're okay. So then I had a doctor's appointment. I also got my first ever jury summons. Look at that. First ever jury summons I got. Yeah. First ever. I am 44. First ever. And I don't want to hear anything about it, okay? So whatever your opinions are, I don't want to hear it. I messaged my doctor right away and got an excuse and got excused from jury duty. Why, may you ask? Because do you think that my anxiety can handle me going to the courthouse and the courthouse and deal with all that? No. My anxiety, just thinking about it, had me going nuts. So, yeah. I got excused from jury duty. I just texted my doctor. She sent a note. She faxed a note over and all was fine. Yep. I also got a Temu order. Let's see. I had already used a bunch of the stuff prepping for a video, so I just got some stuff for Easter and Valentine's Day. I didn't have anything really for Easter or Valentine's Day, but yep, I got my Temu order in. I got 4 dies, I believe. You'll see them in an upcoming video. It's a card making video. My card making videos don't do very well, but like I need to make some cards for Valentine's Day, so I'm going to film a video. That's just how that is. Oh, also this day. This is the day that I had a doctor's appointment, and for my ankle, because my ankle's been hurting, and the doctor was basically like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I don't know what's wrong. And I knew that would happen, but then he gave me a referral. Like, you need that referral to go to an ortho. So that's basically what I wanted. I'm not gonna lie, that's basically what I wanted. But after listening to my heart, the doctor says to me, you know, you have a heart murmur, right? And I freaking lost it, because I had a heart murmur since birth. Like, I've always had a heart murmur. However, people either hear it or they don't hear it. This has been a thing like my entire life. In 2020, that's when I got diagnosed with anxiety. I was having a really hard time. I was having heart palpitations. So I called the doctor. I called my doctor's office and got in, and that's when I started seeing my current physician. But yeah, I got in, and she hooked me up to check my heart and everything, and just to make sure, because, you know, rather be safe than sorry. I basically knew it was anxiety. And she's like, I said, oh, I have a heart murmur. She goes, I don't hear it. And she's like, and it didn't come up. She didn't hear it, nothing. And she's like, maybe you grew out of it. I was like, oh, maybe I grew out of it. So 4 years later, when the doctor said that to me, I just freaking lost it. I was like, yes, I know, but not everybody hears it. And he said, well, it could just be one that's not always, that you don't always hear, that it's not always happening. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing, but okay. But it just made me laugh, because it's been something that I have been dealing with my entire life. Also, the boyfriend mentioned that one of the kids at his job could not find where we live on a map of Pennsylvania. So I called my kid over and I showed him a blank map of Pennsylvania, and I'm like, do you know where we live? And he did not, FYI. So we showed him where we live, And then we got to talking about knowing all, like when we were younger, we had to know where all the states were. We had to know all the capitals. Like we had to know all of that. Like don't kids have to know that anymore? So I printed out a blank map of the US. My boyfriend got 100%. He's great. I'm not going to show you mine. In my defense, I'm going to defend myself here. I got a C. In my defense, I forgot some states existed. I'm sorry, Delaware. Forgot you existed. I know you are my neighbor to the south, but forgot you existed, as well as a bunch of other states. And I said to my boyfriend, I said, if I would have had a list of states, I probably could have done much better. But I forgot about them. Yep. I forgot some states existed. It's fine. Also in my defense, because he also had a point. He said that he has done a lot of traveling. Like, a lot of traveling. One time to go to a concert, he went to Wisconsin to go to a concert. Like, he's done a lot of traveling. Whereas I have been to Maryland, New Jersey, and New York. And, of course, Pennsylvania. That's where I live. So, yeah, in my defense. So I'm giving myself a pass on my C. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again with a list of the states. Okay? I'm not ashamed. Anyway, so when I went to the doctor on the 22nd and he told me to go to the ortho, I was like, okay, so he said it would be a few weeks and that I should baby my ankle till then. And he said, like, you can make an appointment up front. So I go up front to check out, and she makes an appointment. She goes, when do you want to, I prefer a Monday or Tuesday. Now, this was, the 22nd was a Monday, and she goes, okay, how about tomorrow? I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, pick a time. So I was able to pick a time and go the next day, and this is how I came home. Here we go. I am currently in a boot on my left ankle that's been bothering me, and then he checked my right ankle and said I should be in an air cast brace, which I'm currently not wearing because it just hurts worse. But that's what happened, and then scheduled me for an MRI. So we're going to fast forward also because that MRI, yep, did not happen. It got declined. It got denied. It was denied. I found out yesterday. Okay, so then we went to go pick up more Ninja Creamy containers. The 3 that it came with, like, is a perfectly fine amount, but there's 4 of us here in this house. So I ordered more. So we went to go pick that up. And I ordered them from Kohl's because I had a merchandise credit, and then they were 30% off, so it was $20 for a 4-pack, but they had to be delivered. They had to be delivered to the store. So we had to wait for them to get here. And so we went to go pick those up, and while we were there, the boyfriend's like, I need new underwear. I was like, well, then go look at underwear while I go pick this up. So he went to go look at underwear, and when I came back, he's like, I think I'm gonna get Calvin Klein underwear. And I'm like, what? Like, you ain't getting Calvin Klein underwear. And he's like, no, they're on clearance. They were marked down 35% off, and then they were another 50% off on top of that. So he ended up getting 2 packs of boxer briefs. They were regular 47 something, marked down to 30. And then 50% off, so they were 15. And then he had merchandise credit left, so he paid $12. I was like, that's how you do it, okay? This is a sticker. Let's just stick it right on. Yep, that's how you do it. So he's like, I couldn't have gotten them anything else cheaper than that. Yep, you're right, you couldn't have. So that was that day. Oh, and then we went to my mom's work and met her there because I told her, she told me that my grandfather was asking for, both my grandparents are in a home, they're in a nursing home, and my grandfather was asking for this soup that we make in my family. I'm not going to say the name of it because it's a racist term for a white person. I don't know why it's called that, but it is. So, I don't know why my mom, why didn't you make it? I don't know why my mom didn't make it. She knows how to make it. But I guess my brother said he's never made it before. Well, guess what? I've never made it before either, but I told her I would make it. So I met her at her work, and we picked up all the stuff for it, because you need onions, tomatoes, cabbage, beef, carrots, and potatoes. Yep, so we met her there and picked up all the stuff. My dog is barking and he's driving me nuts. I don't understand the issue. Yep. So then came back, put that there, and that's really what we did that day. And then the next day, all I wanted to do was sleep. That's what it says at the top. All I wanted to do was sleep past 8. Can it ever happen? No, because the dog didn't feel good. So I ended up waking up because he didn't feel good. So that happened there. There, my boyfriend's text message. He sent me a text. He goes, "This is me, 12 feet up, stuck on top of a ladder, 12 feet in the air." Because he had to go to the bathroom. And he's like, "If I leave this, I am not making it down that ladder without an accident," which made me laugh. Because we've all been there, right? Every single one of us has been there. Well, not 12 feet up on a ladder. I finished reading 13. This was a reread. This is the only Eddie Flynn book I have ever read, and I read this in 2022. And then I've started reading the Eddie Flynn from the beginning, and I'm like, but I have to actually read this one too again. And I'm glad I did, because it is a 5-star book. It is such a good book. It's a completely different story than you've read. Like, I've never read anything like it. It's very good. So yeah, get in there. Okay. I read that. Let's see, what else? I didn't even talk about what I read this week. Now I have to be careful what I read, because a subscriber told me that she's been reading the books that I've read because it makes it easier for her. She just reads what I've read. Great, but I read some stuff. I'm all over the place. Today I'm reading a book. It's a mystery involving a nun, is the book I'm currently reading. I read some stuff. I also had to replace my paper again. This is my last pack. I don't know if I'm going to continue using my step printer, because at this point I am going to be honestly going through so much of it, and it's $10 for 20 pieces of the step paper. It's a lot of money. Okay, let's see. I read The Girl in the Snow. Now listen, I also read, what is it? One Perfect Grave. This was really good, but this is book number 2. This is book number 1. I read them out of order because I didn't know, this one sounded really good, and I didn't know if I was going to actually keep reading this, like if I wanted to read the series. But after I read this one, then I wanted to read and figure out what happened, because they talk about something that happens in this one throughout the whole book. So if you're interested in reading the first one, read the first one first, or else you know what's going to happen. Also, I read The Amish Wife from Greg Olson. This was, I think I gave it 4 stars, and it's not his fault. It was a really good book. It's just the way that the Amish talk, and he quoted them so often, and the way the Amish can sometimes talk is very stilted because their first language is Dutch. In Pennsylvania, that would be Pennsylvania Dutch, I guess. I don't know. And so then when they're speaking in English, it's very stilted, it felt like. And then this one was a reread, okay? And through the book, I'm going, this sounds really familiar. Like, this book sounds really familiar. But maybe I've just read a book like it, and it wasn't until I was 84% in that something major happened, and I went, oh yeah, I did read this book. So that was my reading for this week. It was not much. The Amish Wife I actually started on the 20th, because I had finished this book that day, and then I started this on the 20th, and I started it late at night, so I finished it on this day. So I'm still kind of on I started 13 on this day. I'm still kind of on my one book a day kick so far, but yeah, there we go. Oh, that was weird. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know down below what you think of this camera. I'm not sure. Like, I'm looking at it as I'm recording it, and I can't tell. But this is my first video. I have other videos recorded, 2 others with my old camera. You've already seen the Crafty Scavenger Hunt that was already posted, and then the next one is my setup of my February journal. Those are with my old camera. This is with the new camera. So let me know what you think, please. I think it looks clearer, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking at it on a tiny screen, so I don't know. Anyway, please like if you've liked what you see, and subscribe if you like my content. I really appreciate that. As a small creator, that really helps. Hitting like shows YouTube that people want to see my content, and subscribing just helps me. I'm telling you, like with the algorithm, I'm telling you, they just push you out more when you have more subscribers. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they do, but that's what it feels like. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys for the next video I'll film. Will be a final flip through of this guy. So have a great rest of your day.